Hi there you guys, I'm Teddy from Huichol Beading, and in today's tutorial I'm gonna be showing you in super easy steps how to make these large Huichol style earrings. I'm sure you're gonna be able to make them even if you are a beginner. In fact, I showed this pattern before, but you told me that I was out of focus. It was a long time ago. That's why I decided to do a remake of this tutorial and to show it properly so everybody would be able to follow along with me. Thank you for supporting me, guys. It means so much to me if you like, share, comment and subscribe with the bell. You could also check the membership option that comes with multiple video courses and digital patterns, and in this way you will support my dream and my mission to show more and more tutorials as a full-time content creator. Okay guys, so what I'm using here for this video are 5 colors of 11 seed beads: yellow, turquoise, black, pink and red. I'm using earring findings, leverbacks, use any kind you like. This is Nylbond nylon thread, but you could use your favorite thread here. This is size 11 beading needle, use similar size and scissors. And you could take comfortable length of thread on your needle and later add more thread, or you could take, let's say, 2.5 meters and do the whole thing with one go. It's up to you. Okay, let's get started. Okay guys, and I'm starting my work by picking up 12 of those beautiful black beads. I'm going to slide those down. I will stick my needle in my mat, and here what I want to do is to make a knot. And I make it by making a loop and going twice through the loop I've made, pulling gently and making just one more knot. I go through the following bead then. Okay, then I take a long sequence, turquoise, yellow, pink, 9 red beads and pink, yellow, turquoise. Okay, this is what I take. And I'm going to slide this down. I'm going to skip one bead and I go through the following. I have this. Now I'll pick up the same sequence. Turquoise, yellow, pink, 9 red, pink, yellow and turquoise. Skip one bead and go through the following. The same sequence, skip one and go through the following. Okay, and I will continue doing this, taking this sequence, skipping one and going through the following, and I'll meet you at the last 6th step. Okay guys, and I have the same sequence, turquoise, yellow, pink, 9 red, pink, yellow, turquoise. Okay, and this is the 6th time I'm taking it. And what I want to do is to go here through the very first black bead where I started the whole row from. Okay, and I pull. Now friends, I want to go in this direction through these 3 beads, exiting out of the 3rd one, which is pink. Then I take 3 red beads and I go in this pink, the opposite pink, from the outside to the center. And I have this beautiful loop here. Take 1 black, and you see how this one is turned in this direction, but I want to flip it like this, you see. And with this black on my needle, I'm going in the next pink. In this row, I'm gonna be connecting the pink beads. First, by taking 3 red beads and going from the outside to the center. And then by taking 1 black and going from the center to the outside. And pay attention that this is flipped in the right direction. Okay, 3. Go in the pink. Black, go in the pink, but first flip like this. Okay, I'm going to continue this until the end of this row. Okay, so this row is done. Now I'm ready for my next step. For my next step, I'm going through 2 red beads. Take 1 red and go in the middle red of those 3 that I added in the previous step. Take another red and go through the second red, counting from the center, from the outside to the center. 2 black beads, go in the second red, 1 red and go in the central red bead. One red and go here in the second red, from the outside to the center. 2 black, go in the second red, 1 red, go in the central red bead. 1 red, go in the second red from the outside to the center. And continue adding 2 blacks, going through the second red, 1 red, going through the center, through the central red of the 3 added previously, 1 red, going through the second red towards the center, and again 2 black beads, and I believe you can do it until the end, and I'll meet you here at the last step. Okay, and I'll show you faster until the end. And pay attention here, I go again through the second red one. Okay, and if you like this element, you could make this into an earring or create a bracelet by making multiple of those elements and attaching them next to each other. But now I will show you how to make a bigger flower. Okay, in my next step, guys, I'm going through those 2 red beads. Okay, and I'm taking 1 yellow, 2 red, 9 pink beads, 2 reds and 1 yellow. This is what I have on my needle. And here I skip 1 bead and go through the following 2. Okay, I have this. Don't worry, it looks like this. We'll make it look much better later. And I take the same sequence, 1 yellow, 2 red, 9 pink, 2 red and 1 yellow. Okay, and here I'm counting 1, 2, 3 red beads from the center, and I'm going through the 3rd one. Or you could remember it by going 1 bead away from this black bead, so not the first one but the second one after the black beads. Okay, but what I want to do is to go through the following as well. Okay, so I want to be 2 red beads away from here. Okay, I take the same sequence and again I skip the one in the center and go through the next 2. And I go like this. Okay. Okay, I take the same sequence and I go 1, 2, 3 through the 3rd thread, and just to save time, through 2 more beads after that. Okay, so you see where I'm going. I'll show you one more time and let you do this until the end. Okay, I have the same sequence. I skip 1 and I go through 2. Okay, and I'm going to continue this until the end, guys. If you forget how I'm doing it, just rewind the video. So basically you take this sequence, you go through the 3rd red here and through the following, then you skip 1 with the same sequence, go through these 2, add it, go through the 3rd and 4th, skip and continue until the end. And as I said, you could always rewind. Okay, I'll meet you at the end. Okay, friends, and absolutely the same way I'm finishing this row, and I'm going 1, 2, 3 at the 3rd bead here. And I finished this row. Now it comes the next step, which is similar to what I showed you in the inner row. So I want to go in this direction and exit through the 2nd red bead. The last red bead here. So we have yellow, 2 reds, I'm exiting out of the 2nd one. I take pink, red, pink, and I go again in the 3rd bead, counting from the center, which is in fact the 2nd red bead or the last red bead. Take 1 black and go in the same place through the 2nd red, counting from the center. Okay, I have this. Again, pink, red, pink. Go here in this red that's on your way. One black, go in the last thread counting from the center. Again, pink, red, pink, go through this red that's on your way. One black, go through the last red counting from the center. Again, pink, red, pink, go through this red that's on your way. One black, and go here through the last red counting from the center. And the same sequence, and I believe, guys, that if you did it up to here, you will be able to continue by yourself until the end, and pay attention to flip those loops. Don't make the mistake to go like this, but flip them in the correct way so they're not twisted. Okay, and continue pink, red, pink, black, pink, red, pink, black. You could always rewind if you forget how we're doing it. And I will meet you guys at the end, at the last step. Okay, friends, and here I am where I'm adding my last black bead from this row. It comes another row that will make everything look better. So I go through 2 pink beads, take 1 pink and go through the central red one. Then I take 1 pink and I count 1, 2. I go through the second pink, counting from the center and from the outside to the center. Okay, we have this. I take 2 black beads and I go again through the second pink, counting from the center, but now from the center to the outside. A pink one and go here in the red. Another pink and go in the second pink, counting from the center, and take 2 black and go through the second pink. Then 1 pink, go through the center, 1 pink and go through the second pink, and then 2 black and again second pink, 1 pink, go through the central red, 1 pink, second pink, counting from the center and go through from the outside to the center, 2 black and again go through the second pink. So it's 1 pink, 1 pink, 2 black, 1 pink, 1 pink, 2 black. Continue this until the end. If you forget how I'm doing it, just rewind. Okay guys, and when I continue this way, I'm adding here the last 2 black beads at the same place, the second pink. And now I want to do an additional row, guys. I will go through these 2 pink beads. I will skip this central pink and I'm going through as many beads as I can in this direction. Okay, why am I doing this? Well, because when I pull here, I create a beautiful angle. You see, this bead is popping out. And I want to go around and pop out all of those beads. So I go here next to the central bead. I skip the central and go through as many beads as I can in this direction. And when I pull, you see how it naturally pops out. Why am I doing it? Because you see now they go everywhere. Some is to the center, some is to the outside, and I just want to make them stay in a better shape. Okay, I'll show you one more time and let you do this by yourself until the end. Okay, go next to the central one, skip the central one and go through the next beads, okay, and pop this angle out. Okay, I will continue this and I'll meet you here at this point. Okay guys, and I'm here at the last step and I want to attach my earring finding. I take one turquoise bead, my earring finding, and one turquoise bead, and I go back in circle through this central bead here. And what I want to do is to reinforce this. I will make here a knot. I'm pulling. Then I will go through some beads. You could repeat this knot if you want several times. When you're ready with the last knot, go through some beads and cut your thread as close as possible to your work and burn it with a zipper if it shows. Okay guys, and now I'm ready with those beautiful Huichol style large earrings. If you like them and you want to see more and more tutorials like this, it's a good idea to subscribe with the bell if you still haven't. Also, please like, share and comment. And if you want additional content and digital patterns, you could check the membership option. That comes with a lot of perks for you, and it supports my dream to become a full-time content creator. Thank you so much for staying here with me until the end. Now click on this video that you see on your screens and continue watching.